All right, family, the call is being recorded. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NFTs 101. I am your host for this evening. My name is Aaron Evans. I am a Platinum 1000 with this amazing organization that we call Trade House. And within the I Am Mastery Academy umbrella, I've been investing in the foreign exchange market, cryptocurrencies, and binary options field for the past 3.5 years, almost going on 4 years. I was born and raised in North Carolina. I went to school for journalism, but now my wishes and my hopes and dreams is to educate everybody on this call, all 280,000 people that are going to be watching this for the future, for my future kids, your kids' kids can always look back and say, wow, my mom was in position to learn about NFTs. My mom was in a position, or my dad was in a position to where the metaverse where I go to school now, my dad was there when it first started. Right, my dad invested into the NFT that paid for college. My mom invested into the crypto that's paying for my education. I'm so happy and grateful for my mom. Now that in 2022, my mom made a decision to put myself in the best position. In this NFT bootcamp, part 1 and part 2, this 2-part series is going to allow you guys to expose you to a world of NFTs, from the do's and don'ts to the separate platforms, because I will ask you a very vital question. Drop a 7 in the chat if you have been seeing NFTs on social media like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitch, YouTube, Google, CNN, ESPN, right? Drop a 7 in the chat if you have seen NFTs in any of those social media platforms. Right? Awesome. Wow, hold on. Give me 1 second, family. Now, I'm going to ask you a secondary question on top of that, and I want you guys to very, very understand the severity of what I'm about to ask you, right? Really think hard about this, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if any of those platforms, any of those social media platforms is actually teaching you how to buy an NFT. Drop a 1 in the chat if they're actually teaching you how to buy an NFT. What wallet you need, what kind of coins you need, what are gas fees, what are miner fees. Drop a 1 in the chat if those social media platforms are teaching you how to do that. Looks like no one's dropping a 1. Drop a 4 in the chat if you know that they're not. Drop a 4 in the chat if you know that they're not teaching you how to buy an NFT, what's a miner fee, the do's and don'ts, how to navigate Discord, right? Drop a 4 in the chat if you guys don't, if you think about NFTs, keep dropping 4. Oh, you know what? I'll do this. Last question. Drop a 9 in the chat if you believe when you first heard of NFTs that they were expensive, that they were limited, exclusive, that only the rich has access to NFTs. Drop a 9 in the chat if that was your first impression. That, oh no, silly old me, silly old Aaron Evans, who's just a normal kid, is not able to get access to NFTs. That only Kevin Hart or Neymar or LeBron James or Stephen Curry or Shakira or Paris Hilton, only the rich can do NFTs. Drop a 9 in the chat if you've heard that before. By the end of this 2-day boot camp of NFTs, I guarantee you will be so confident on doing it yourself that when we do this call another day, I want you guys to let me know what NFTs you got. Let me know what NFTs you got. I have the fancy Frenchie, right? Shout out to Tory Lanez. But I'm so happy and grateful for this skill set to be able to expose me to NFTs, man. So let's go ahead and get this call started. So before we get this call beginning, let's go ahead and break down what this bootcamp is going to be about. How is this whole thing going to be separated? So day 1 today, guys, is going to be the basics. We're really going to expose you guys to what an NFT is, how are these things around, what they're going for, where they're going to go, and also some terminology, right? The vocabulary that's circling around the space. How you guys can now be learning the language, right? NFTs is a language. Yes, it's a way to own an asset and do all these fancy terminology, but understand that NFTs is a language you need to learn, right? And the more you learn about the language of NFTs, the more you'll be able to invest them at a future rate, right? You're also going to show you guys on Saturday at 4 p.m. Saturday at 4 p.m., we're going to be really going into the wallets, what kind of wallets are, the difference between exchanging and leveraging, how we really get involved, right? Miners and miner fees and gas fees. We're going to really get into that. But today is going to be a nice overview of what's going on. And my special guest is actually going to be going on a live platform and showing you real time on how to get involved in some of the places that you may not even realize, right? So if you guys are ready for the education, if you guys are excited, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you guys are excited to learn the education, if you guys are excited to get this thing going, awesome, awesome, awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and just introduce the individual that's on this call because I'm going to be completely transparent, right? I am an individual that loves to learn. And I've been studying this individual for the past months. We've had conversations. I've seen him at conventions, and his level of intellect when it comes to NFT space is far none something farther than I've ever seen before. And the reason why I love this individual and the reason why I asked him to be on this call is because of his humility and his servitude. Not only that, he doesn't have to flash the success to know that he's giving value to the world. I'm going to say that again. It's not the flash that allows him to be valuable. It's the level of servitude that he provides to his friends and family. If you guys are in his personal mentorship, if you guys are being guided by him right now, right, go ahead and show that man someone. Drop some red hearts for that man, Jeremy, right? There's a reason why we didn't put our names on the flyer. There's a reason why I didn't drop a rank for him or I did all that. It's because it's more than that, right? It's bigger than that. I want you guys to understand that NFTs is an even game. And what this man Jeremy's doing, he's going to give you some basic terminology better than me. And I knew that. So I wanted to give him the opportunity. I wanted to give him the platform, give him the space, the environment where I know that he needs to get his flowers. I know the fact that Jeremy deserves the world because of what he's providing to the world for free and the fact that he was on iHeartRadio. iHeartRadio doesn't just interview anybody. The fact that the level of value you have to give, that this man Jeremy is about to give you guys to the floor. So here's what I'm going to be able to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pass the host to my boy Jeremy. I hope I picked the right thing for you, my boy. So I'm going to go ahead and select the one with the mic. But look, ladies and gentlemen, don't stop dropping red hearts for that man. I'm going to make you my host, bro. Jeremy, I got my notes ready to go, bro. I got a full page. I got a full section for you, my boy. I'm about to take some genius notes, man. I love you, bro. Thank you so much for allowing me to learn in this space. Thank you for allowing the 270,000 people to learn from you, bro. I know YouTube is going to be blessed with your knowledge. I love you, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and pin your face, man. Thank you so much, bro. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, and I love you too, bro. Man, can I get some sevens in the chat for my guy, Aaron? Can I please get some sevens in the chat for my guy, Aaron? Because really, his energy is contagious. It's hard. It's almost hard to follow up on a call with him, but we gonna run it up. I'm very, very excited to be bringing you guys this value, this, I'd say, life-changing knowledge, because it definitely has changed my life in a few ways. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little background about myself before I go into what NFTs are. I got a little slideshow prepared for you guys, but a little background on myself. I've been in Trade House since August of 2019. I started with Forex and then got the Elite Pack a little while after that. Went with HFX, crypto, and I was definitely making some money, helping other people make money. Felt amazing. And then one day, I'm pretty sure it was around this time last year, early February actually, Curtis Cobain, drop a 5 in the chat if you guys have been on a Go Live session with Curtis Cobain, and drop a 6 if you, or a 4 if you have not. So 5 if you've been on a call with him, 4 if you never have been. Just want to know who we got in this chat. Okay, so I saw a 4. He's basically a cryptocurrency educator, but he's not like Picasso or Nick Gomez who have their main coins that they specifically look at, like Picasso with Bitcoin or Nick Gomez with XRP. Curtis Cobain and now Mike Sotero, they actually go over altcoins and other things that you can learn in the cryptocurrency space besides the big main coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ripple. He goes into the little projects, and that's what attracted me to following him more, so that I could diversify my portfolio with crypto and get into these different altcoins and projects like that. And then around this time last year, he mentioned something called NBA Top Shot. He started explaining what NFTs were on that call. He told us what NBA Top Shot was and how we can get a pack that coming up week. And that was a really big blessing, not only for myself, but a few of us. We were all linked up watching the go live together. I see my guy Chris in the chat. We were all together and we all got on Top Shot, and we got on right before everything started going crazy in March. I'm not sure if you guys remember, it was a lot lower than it is now, but a lot of people were talking about NFTs in March, and everyone, all of the market or every NBA player, their prices were just going up 10, 100, 500x from where we got in. And that was the best part about it, was that I was able to help some of my middle school, high school friends all make this same come up with me. And we've all really just been staying 10 toes down, and our NFT portfolios are showing too. So I say all that to say that most people, especially in America, do not own NFTs. Less than 3% of Americans over the age of 18 own an NFT. So you are not too late just because you're hearing about it. But with everyone giving all, like Aaron was saying, everyone's telling you guys about NFTs, telling you how they've made crazy come ups, but nobody's telling you how you can make it come up. Nobody's telling you that, or everyone's telling you about the Bored Apes, the Doodles, the CryptoPunks that are over 50 ETH to get into, but nobody's telling you about the VV comics that are $6 and you can make 1,000 out of. Not many people are willing to tell you that because it's so accessible that people don't live in a state of abundance. But one thing that I've learned from I Am Academy is to live in the state of abundance, because as you guys have seen in our group chats, whenever signals drop or whatever happens, everybody can win. So with a call like this, I just want you guys to know that I really believe that every single one of us on this call gaining this information can and will win in this space. If one, you take what you get today, you apply it, you either get whatever NFT you want, or the bigger thing is to keep looking further into this with some of the resources I'm gonna give you. So to start off, I have a little presentation, like I said, prepared for you guys. Can I get some 5s in the chat if you guys can see my screen clearly? Can I get some 5s in the chat if you can see my screen? Bet. I'm seeing the 5s, seeing the love. This is one of my first times running a Zoom call on this new laptop, so I'm gonna just view slideshow. Bet. So we got the intro to NFTs part 1. We got part 2 coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m. like Aaron said, and we're just gonna get into some of these very basic topics. These are my favorite onboarding platforms for NFTs, basically because I like duplicating the experience. So this is how I got onto NFTs. I started with Top Shot, and then after about 2 or 3 weeks of buying, selling in Top Shot, I was like, okay, this is really cool, but let me broaden my horizon. And then I found another platform that I'm going to be talking about, VV. And these were before I ever got into like the OpenSea or the MetaMask NFTs. So I just want to be able to have you guys learn about these today, do your research after this call, and then we'll come back tomorrow and I will give you guys a lot more sauce on the more, I could say more risky and harder to learn NFTs because you guys have this prior knowledge. So we're going to start with some terms. The first thing, what an NFT is actually called a non-fungible token. And to explain what a fungible token is, what a non-fungible token is, you need to know what a fungible token is first. So the thing that makes something fungible is that they're always worth the same as each other. So like you guys can see, $1 is always going to be worth $1. Not going to talk about inflation, but $1 is worth $1. One Bitcoin is always going to be worth one Bitcoin. ETH is an ETH. Cardano, you can name hundreds of millions of different coins or whatever that are fungible because they are worth the same as each other. One token of Bitcoin on the blockchain is equal to another one. And the key is they can be fractionalized, which basically means that you can cut it down. A dollar can be cut down into cents. A Bitcoin can be cut down into Satoshis, and different names for different currencies. I'm not going to get into every single different one, but that's basically what a fungible token is. A non-fungible token or non-fungible item are similar assets that do not hold the same value, like houses or cars, just because they are the same thing. My car is the same thing as my neighbor's car, but they have two different values based on make, model, year, mileage, whatever. So just because they're cars, they're not valued the same. I'm going to be taking this a little slowly. So if I ever have any questions, please drop it in the chat. If you guys are following along so far, though, can I get some ones in the chat? Twos if you're a little confused. So ones if you're good, twos if you're confused. Like I said, this is a very, very basic call, so I want to be sure that every single one of you guys is sticking with me. So let me just check. I bet I don't see any twos. So next thing that you need to know when you're getting into NFTs is actually the technology. This is the reason I'm such a big fan of NFTs, is because of the blockchain. How, well, first, the blockchain is a way to record transactions that can never be altered or hacked. And I put that asterisk because technically it could be altered or hacked, but for it to actually be hacked, like the entire blockchain, you would have to hack into every single computer, every single person that's staking, depending on the type of chain it is, and change that transaction in every single one of them before that block is sealed, which could happen in anywhere from half a second to 5 minutes, which no matter what it is, you're not going to get to every single computer. So that's why I'm very bullish on the technology, is what I'm trying to say, because if somebody hacks your bank account, it's gone. But nobody can hack your crypto wallet unless you give them your keys, whatever. That's not really hacking, but nobody can just hack into your wallet and take everything from it. And a token is basically just a representation of a tradable asset on a blockchain, which that just means one Bitcoin or whatever Bitcoin you're moving, that's considered a token. Just like every single one of these digital assets that I'm going to be going over today, like the Top Shot moments or the VV collectibles, they're all individual tokens. And when I say i.e. ERC20 or ERC721, ERC20 tokens are all these different coins that are on Ethereum, like Polkadot, VeChain, all these different coins. And ERC721 are actually NFTs. So ERC20s are fungible. ERC721s are non-fungible tokens whenever you're talking about Ethereum. But retail price is very important to know because, well, it's just what it sounds like. How much an NFT sold for originally, that's how much it retailed for. If anyone's in the shoe game, you guys already know about how the retail price can be here, but as soon as it sells out, the value is up here. And anyone who, what am I trying to say, with estimated value, that is basically if you're going to be getting if you think you're going to be getting a return from the retail price, if you think that the value of that's going to go up or down. So you'll see in different NFT communities that there will be a positive EV or a negative EV. That just means if it's positive, they think that the price will go up from retail. And if it's negative, they think that the retail price is too high and it will go lower when people are buying on secondary. And when I say it, I mean the floor price, which is actually the lowest price that people are looking to sell at that moment in time. So if, let's say the retail price was $50, if the estimated value is double and it ends up being that, the floor price is technically 100. Does that make sense to you guys? Can I get some twos in the chat if you're following along? Threes if I confused you with that last part. I'm seeing the twos. Bet. And this is a little bit of a smaller call, so I'm definitely open. If you guys ever have any questions, like I said, drop it in the chat or even unmute your mic if you can, and I will be sure to answer any questions before the end of this call. But I'm only seeing two, so I'm move on from the terms to something that a lot of us really want to know is how do these hold or gain value? Because most of the people that are talking about NFTs right now, they're talking about how much money you can make from them, but where does the money come from? And the reason that these hold or gain value, the long answer is there's a limited supply of them. So we'll go more into the supply of each individual NFT or NFT project as we look at them. So I'm gonna go over the basic ones today, and then we'll talk about more advanced ones tomorrow. But you guys can see that there's a limited supply. On the ones that we're talking about today, there are serial numbers on each NFT, which basically if you have a lower serial number, just like a baseball card or something, it's gonna be more highly touted or highly sought after. There's gonna be more adoption just from anybody who doesn't know what an NFT is today, and then they learn and understand how the technology and how NFTs can help the future, where it's proof or it's digital ownership, where let's talk about a house, for example. If your deed were to like knock on wood, but if it were to catch on fire, you don't have any provable way that you actually own that house anymore. I mean, technically you can go through whatever, get a new deed, blah, blah, but when you have an NFT, or let's say your deed is an NFT and it's in your wallet, it can never be hacked, like I said, unless whatever happens. But that's why we'll get into security next call, like real security. But in your wallet, whatever you have is yours. There is no there's no way anyone could deny that you are the owner of that. So that will bring more people into this space where the things that we're buying now, all these first edition NFTs, all these different things, they will grow in value because there's more people that are coming in. We're still early, and I'm saying this, I've been saying this since March, and I still believe it all the way to now, just because as of September 2021, Top Shot had a little bit over 1.1 million users, which is definitely a lot. Vivi had about 500,000 users. Still, that's a lot of people. But Coinbase alone has 68 million users. Over that now, because that was done in August. I already know that there are more people on Coinbase now just because of the NFT boom. Everyone's trying to get Ethereum. Everyone's trying to get Solana, whatever they're trying to get. So that number is definitely higher now, including 9,000 institutions. There is not a single institution that is in NFTs the way that they're into Coinbase yet. So once the institutional money comes in, as all my smart money people know, that's when stuff gets really fun. And the really, really short answer for how do these hold or gain value is simple: supply and demand. As long as these continue to attract people, then the supply is only going to be this amount. It's going to be a finite amount. The demand, that's where it can grow really, really high and make these worth a lot of money. Time to get deeper into these products. So these are the two products that I'm going to be going in depth today. I'll go over a few other projects that other people might be interested in, like especially the different ones from Dapper Labs, which are the ones that made NBA Top Shot. They're basketball highlights called moments, just moments in time, kind of like a basketball card, but instead of you just having the physical card where it could get damaged, it could get ripped, whatever, it's on the blockchain, it's in your account, and they cannot be damaged. And they could be crazy moments like a LeBron James finals dunk, or something that will hold more sentimental value where it's a good player or a rookie that you really like, and it's their first bucket ever in the NBA. So the way that they give you guys these packs is they distribute that, or they give you the NFTs is they distribute them in packs. And when we look at the packs, I'm gonna show you guys. That's how we are going to determine the retail price for any of these NBA drops. Estimated value is determined by all the moments in the pack combined, and that's as simple as it gets. I'll get more in depth on both these when we're actually on them, but VV is a very interesting one, and I've seen a lot of people really like VV. I actually say that VV is kind of like the Coinbase for NFTs, in my opinion, because of how simple it is to be able to fund up and start making money, well, making gems with VV. So they are digital collectibles from hundreds of different brands, companies, and independent artists. And it's not just of them, they're actual licensed NFTs. And that's the same thing with Top Shot. They are officially licensed by the NBA, just like VV is licensed by Marvel, DC, Disney, well, I wouldn't say everything, but a lot of different things. The United States Postal Service is licensed by VV, or other way around, but it's really crazy. I'm gonna show you guys more. But they distribute collectibles in 2 different ways. One is a regular drop and one is a blind box. The regular drop is where you're just going for one single NFT and you're either gonna get it or you're not gonna get it. And blind box is where you're going to go and try to get any one of the collectibles from a specific set, and it's going to give you a random one. It will make a lot more sense when we're actually on the app how that works, because there actually is a blind box drop tomorrow that I don't know about you, but I'm gonna definitely be on it, and we'll talk more about it. But that is actually the end of this slideshow. I'm not that much of a fan of slideshows necessarily, so I wanted to make it a lot, just very short and sweet, and just give you guys the sauce. But now I'll move on to the first NFT project I ever got on, NBA Top Shot. Do I have any NBA fans in here? NBA. Honestly, do I have any NBA, UFC, or NFL fans? UFC or NFL or NBA? Can I get a 2 in the chat if you guys are a fan of any of those? Bet. I'm seeing the 2s. I'm seeing the 2s. Yep, basketball and football. Those are definitely my 2 favorite out of the 3 as well. But
hey, yo, Jeremy, you mind if I make a comment to add to that, man? So, definitely just before he goes into the site, man, understand. Oh my God, my hand hurts from all this writing because I didn't even know Top Shot and V for the longest. But let's put this into let's expand your brain for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that NFTs gives you the freedom to find something that you already like. You got to think like, I may not want a monkey. I may not want a doodle. That doesn't, emotionally get me going. But you all know people who watch NBA religiously. There's people out there who religiously love Disney. They will pay monthly fees on Disney Plus, Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? But they get the fact that you guys all know super fans of like Harry Potter series, like the fact that these kind of websites is not on social media. Like drop a 5 in the chat if you've never heard of Chop Shot or you've never seen Chop Shot on social media. Like I'm talking Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I promise you, I'm on social media probably 5 hours a day studying people. This is never on social media. All you know is Coinbase, MetaMask, and we're gonna get into those wallets, like he said. But this is the stuff where your best friend who's broke, he can get one, learn how to flip it, and now he got money to pay for his package. Stop playing. But we can, really understand, guys, like this kind of stuff. Do not take this lightly. This is the stuff that the news is not telling you about. But I'm gonna take my boy back to the host, man. Look, you've been killing it, bro. Like, I've really been taking some jams, bro. Appreciate you, man. Always.
Appreciate you, bro. But this is actually a really cool time for you guys to be learning about Top Shot, because right here, I don't know if you guys recognize who this is, but this is Kevin Durant, and he has a company. The company's name is actually, I think it's Boardroom or something like that. It's Board something. And they officially partnered with Top Shot, making Kevin Durant Top Shot's official NBA ambassador. So with the announcement of that, they are actually giving anyone who's new the opportunity to buy a starter pack, which is a base pack, $9. It's the base normal pack drops are $9. You get the normal 3 NBA moment NFTs, but also a guaranteed Kevin Durant moment in your pack. Let me just go to the marketplace real quick just to show you guys. This is something really cool. You can search up Kevin Durant, and his 60,000 moment is right here. This is the moment that you'll be getting in the pack, and you can sell it. You can buy another one, whatever you want. Did anybody notice this? It's $14 for this Kevin Durant moment, and the pack is only $9. If you wanted an easy come up, that's a free $5 and 3 free NFTs. Or the way I would do it is I'm holding that Kevin Durant because a lot of people like Kevin Durant. He's probably the second best player in the NBA right now. He's only $14. Definitely not financial advice. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't see him being at $14 because of the name value. So if you want to get on Top Shot, it's just NBATopShot.com. And if you're already on Top Shot and you barely have been on it, you can get this pack too. The only requirement for it is you have to have bought less than 3 packs or less than 2 packs. But I just wanted to get that out of the way just so that everyone who really wants to know can hop on Top Shot and get their pack as soon as possible. But like I was talking about, these NFTs, they are served or given to you in what's called a pack. And these are all the different packs. You see a bunch of them have been sold out. Some of these are actually like reserve packs where, well, I'm not even gonna get into the trade tickets because that's actually a complicated little thing. We can talk about that on the side if any of you guys want to hit me up. My Instagram's in my name. It's at Chairman Jer. Definitely try to reply to every single message. I try to help as many people as I can. But as you guys can see, not all packs are created the same. Like this one, Hustle and Show. This was a special set. It's just common. And you guys can see in the bottom right corner, it says common. Some of them say rare and then legendary. You can see the price difference. Common is only $14. The rare is $89. And then the Hollow Icon Legendary pack is $1,000. But before the pack release, everyone was talking about how they were going to be positive EV, estimated value, and a lot of people wanted these packs and weren't able to get them. So let's see, was the EV positive or negative? Can you guys drop in the chat if you think people who dropped $1,000 on that pack that everybody made money if they got that pack? Can I get a yes or a no if you think everybody made money that was able to get a pack? And honestly, this is my first time in like 4 days checking this Hollow Icon, so we're both seeing this for the first time. Not for the first time, but we're gonna see. So Hollow Icon Series 3, this was the pack that dropped, and the lowest one is $1,330 for Aaron Gordon. Let's click on it and see this moment that's selling for $1,330. Yeah, that y'all already know Aaron Gordon, very good. I think he's like 2 or 3 time dunk champion, slam dunk champion, but yeah, nah. So that's the cheapest one from that pack, and it's a $400 come up. I'd definitely be happy with a $400 come up. But as you guys also saw, there was different packs that were less than $1,000. Not all of them are gonna make you money because that one made money because of how scarce it was. Some of these packs aren't as scarce, but you could get a very good pull from them. That's not even his best dunk. 400 for a dunk. Oh yeah. So when do you know to sell or hold? That's actually a good question, and I talked about that specific thing on iHeartRadio today, where you sell when you're comfortable. That's my biggest advice to anybody. Sell when you're comfortable, because I've had projects that I've gotten in for $200, $300, and they've gone to $1,000, $1,500, whatever, $2,000 sometimes. And yes, I've had projects that have been there and then they'll go up to 5, 10, 20,000. But I've also had projects that go from 200 to 1,500 back to $25. So sell as soon as you're comfortable with your come up. I've had a bunch of ones that I've sold that have ended up going up in value, but then I had to remind myself when I sold, I was very comfortable with it, so I have to be comfortable with it now. Yeah, nah, it's sometimes it can be really bad. This NFT marketplace, not this one specifically is that bad, but some of these OpenSea collections are terrible with like just the pump and dump mechanics. And I'm gonna go into some red flags so we can all figure out how to not get in that same predicament where it goes 200, 1,500 to $25. What a space. I always said I wanted to make money or invest. Yo, no cap, because when probably for like a solid 6 years, I was putting so much money into my team and 2K, Madden, all that, and I was never getting any type of return. As soon as Curtis Cobain told me about this, I was sold because I've been putting so much money into those. All this has to do is maybe add a gamification aspect, which they've been talking about how they want to make something called NBA Hardcore, where it would be like a my team type of thing where you're using your moments. And let's also see these challenges, not specific. Well, yeah, these two, but all these challenges give different benefits, or they can give you a different NFT. Like right here, Hollow Icon Series 3. You need, I want to say 7 moments from those Hollow Icon packs, and then it gives you a DeMar DeRozan. This is the moment they'll give you. There's something about these moments, whenever there's a challenge for them, normally the price goes up because the demand is going up. People who are Bulls fans want DeMar DeRozan because he's DeMar. He's a all-star starter, very good, one of the best offseason pickups. People are going to want him, and they will pay extra money for Aaron Gordon, Kyle Kuzma, Marcus Smart, RJ Barrett. So one of my main tips of advice for Top Shot specifically is if something is in a challenge, it's probably pumping. And if you are comfortable or you don't want to go back down after, or you're not planning on holding the moment long term, sell it during the challenge. What's your favorite NBA team? Definitely the Boston Celtics. I'm from Connecticut, well, northern Connecticut, so I'm not that close to New York. And I started off a Patriots fan, and I just love Boston everything, honestly, for sports at least. But yeah, so NBA Top Shot. Personally, I don't have any packs for NBA Top Shot right now, but drop some fives in the chat if you guys would want to see a pack opening, an NFT pack opening, where you'll see live what NFTs I can get. Because just because I don't have it for NBA, I'm actually one of the select few that was in the NFL closed beta. It's still closed right now. And we actually just had a pack drop from the divisional games. If you guys saw those games, they were wild. Some of the best football I've seen in years, honestly. And we got a pack I can open. So we can definitely either just move on to VV, or we can go on to this NFL pack real quick. I'm definitely seeing the fives in here. So I'm going to claim and open with NFL. It's taking a lot longer for the packs to actually go through. NBA Top Shot's a lot more clean in that respect, but Top Shot was new back in October of 2020. This is new right now. So while this pack is opening up, I'm actually going to go into the chat. If anyone is interested in being either considered for the closed beta or get notified when the open beta is available, can I get some twos in the chat? If you guys want to be some of the first ones on this new platform, made by the same company that made NBA Top Shot. They have the license for NFL and the NBA. This is the site you have to go to, NFLallday.com, and you'll be able to put in your email to possibly be a part of this closed beta, or you'll be notified when the open beta is available. I'm really hoping the open beta is available by the Super Bowl, because that'd be really cool. But yeah, so this pack is opening. Oh, we got it. So I got a really cool, nice noise. I'm gonna start from the left. I'm gonna make this part pretty quick because it's not too much. But hey, Mac Jones. Yep, as I said, I'm a Patriots fan, so anything Patriots, I love seeing it. Nice touchdown. Who was that to? I can't even tell, but nah, that was a nice touchdown. What else we got?
You know what's so crazy, Jeremy? What it's so funny about this, where you're opening these packs. You know what? Shout out to the gamers out there. I remember there's YouTubers who record themselves on YouTube for millions of views opening FIFA packs.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you, like, bro. I'm doing, bro. I'm gonna do this on my YouTube page. Like, this might be a once a week thing. Like, you can go on YouTube and record a video saying, "Yo, we about to open up some packs right now. The NFL packs just dropped." Like, you can make this a whole legit thing. Like, guys, YouTube it. There's YouTubers who get paid, I think, and no income claim. It's not even compliance. There's YouTubers who get paid $50,000 by FIFA to go to the FIFA facility in opening FIFA packs. So think about that. These sports has been here for years. What about the NBA All-Star pack come out and you get picked to open up a limited edition NBA All-Star pack? Imagine you dropping a YouTube video on that. That's thousands of views, and YouTube would pay you money to buy more packs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking long term. I'm thinking for all my gamers out there, for my friends who know who got gamers that are not in the business right now. Oh my gosh! But you keep opening these packs, bro. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Now this is gonna be the last moment. Let's see who it is. Got another bill. It looks like Stephon Diggs. So that's the thing with these moments is they're really cool to watch for the first time. I've never seen any of these ones before because the way they did this drop was you had either the divisional or the wild card games. And it's really cool seeing the new moments because especially with Top Shot, you guys are definitely going to experience it where you're going to see all these new moments. It's going to be really cool. I've seen a lot of them. So seeing NFL moments, it's really, really cool. And yeah, that was just the quick one with NFL. I do want to go back to Top Shot because I forgot one thing. For anyone that did not make or that has already made their NBA Top Shot account and have bought their first pack, I saw somebody in the chat already did. I want you guys to go to challenges real quick. And there's a KD's Top Shot starter challenge where if you bought that starter pack with KD on it, you can make this showcase where it's going to be I think it's just you put all four of the moments you get in that pack, put them onto this showcase challenge, and you'll get a Series 2 base set pack, which we're in Series 3 now, so you cannot get these Series 2 base packs anywhere else besides these challenges. And this is the key right here. You get a chance to win a signed KD jersey. Just for a $9 pack, you get a chance to get a signed KD jersey, a KD NFT, and 6 other NFTs. Because this Series 2 base pack will come with 3 NFTs. The other one did too. So I definitely, if I had the chance, I would have done this, but I've bought well over 2 packs. But that is Top Shot for you guys. And real quick, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to pass my other phone or my other device, the host, because this NFT project takes place primarily solely on the phone. So I'm going to share my screen, start broadcast. We should be able to see that we see it. So this right here is an app called Vivi. Like I said, I got on it a little bit after NBA Top Shot, and it's definitely been one of my favorite NFT platforms. It's had some crazy come ups, and I'm going to talk to you guys I'm gonna be real with you guys about VV and how I feel about it at this exact moment. A little bit towards the end, but I'm gonna show you guys everything that you guys can see, or everything that you guys need to know. So you have different brands, different drops, and specifically if you want to start off slow, not even slow, but if you want to start off with a little bit of money and see what you can do with 10, 20, $30, these comics are definitely some come ups. My biggest come up on comics was actually, I don't know if I, wait, yeah, I can't find it exactly right now because there are a bunch of them, but it was one of the Avengers comics, and it was the first appearance in the comics for one of their villains, Kang the Conqueror, and that went from a $6 purchase, and I sold it for $1,600, just because it was one of the rarer ones. And this is actually important to know with the comics, is they have different covers. I don't like this one just because they have completely different covers, but you guys can see they'll have it. The common one just looks like this. It'll be colored in, have all that. The uncommon will be the same as that, but it'll be black and white. And you can see the difference from these comics. Like this is the rare one, ultra rare, and then the secret rare, which is the rarest. And right here you can see, well, not here anymore, but before the drop, where it says sold out, it will actually say how many of them are in circulation. So let's say like for the common 50,000 or 40,000, 30,000, whatever, where the secret rare might only have 200. And then you'll buy it right here where it says sold out now. It will say buy now. And you just hit buy now, but you have to be extremely quick. I see some people that do VV drops with me in here. If you guys can just let them know in the chat, it's a bloodbath out there. It is so, you have to get on it so fast. And honestly, you just have to be lucky because of how fast these drops go. I'm not even joking, where you could have your finger above your screen like this. As soon as it hits the time, press down, millisecond later, it's sold out, because there's 30,000 comics normally and 200, 300,000 people going for the exact same comic. So you're not going to get lucky all the time. There might be times where you're not getting lucky at all, but at bare minimum, let's see, this Strange Academy, it was the most recent comic that dropped. I actually got to go to the marketplace to see it. Let's see how much the most common version of the Strange Academy is going for. So new comics, Spider-Man. Actually can't find the Strange Academy. Oh, here it is. So Strange Academy, #1, the common right here. Cheapest is 25 bucks. Humble, but wouldn't a $6 to a $25 come up? I feel that's just a good come up, because let's say you do that 5 times, that's $30 to 150. And that's the most common. Let's say you bought a pack and you got the ultra rare. Now you have 185. If you get the secret rare, you have 874. It's just things like that. And this is the day after that comic dropped, just so you guys know. That comic dropped yesterday, and those are the prices for it. Let's go to a comic. This was the second comic that ever dropped on the platform. Fantastic Four #1. The common is $175. And mind you, this was $6 when I first got into the comics. It was $6. Now it's $174. The secret rare, I don't even have to say it. You guys see the screen. $16,000 basically for a $6 comic. I don't know if I can see it right here, but the Marvel #1, the first comic that ever dropped. Let's see. Okay, I don't see it. The secret rare for the first Marvel comic that ever dropped. Mind you, this is not just, you're not just buying the picture of the comic. Let's go to this Doctor Doom one. You're actually buying the ability to read these comics as NFTs. Once it loads up. So page 6, page 7 loads up. These are actual comics that as I'm not sure if any of you guys are comic fans, but these are really key in my opinion, because there's a lot of people that will pay a lot of money for either real life comics or now NFT comics. But the first Marvel comic that ever dropped, I actually have the rare version of it, but the secret rare version goes for $80,000 right now. Might have gone up, might have gone down. I checked it like 2 days ago, but it was $80,000 last time I checked, and it was $6. So one of the things that I feel all of us, well, I'm not gonna say all of us because it is a little bit higher of a price point, is a $40 NFT. It is Mickey and Friends NFT collection. How do you get access to this? All you gotta do is go on the App Store and type in this app name, VV. I just dropped in the chat. It's just VEVE. You make an account on there, and then you want to have either Apple Pay set up, or I could think Google Pay. I don't know how Android does it, but you can do this on Android as well. All you gotta do is find the VV app, make an account, and you are all set for this drop tomorrow. You might need to do KYC, which is called Know Your Customer ID verification. That's one of the new things that crypto is actually regulating on, is every platform like this that's centralized has to have a KYC. But if you don't have to do that first, all you got to do is make the account, and then you are good to go. You fund up using gems right here. This is actually a very important warning. You do not need gems to participate. You can buy gems when you're buying your collectible, when you're on the checkout screen, but you can buy the gems prior to it right now, and you'll have them ready for the drop. Because have had instances where the buying mechanic or the buying gems mechanic is messing up in the checkout. So I personally like having my gems just safe. But all these drops, every single one of them, except Mickey Mouse, all of them are going to be first appearances. All right, let me double check. Okay, this is actually the first edition too. So we got different first editions of all these characters. Do you guys know how many fans in the world, or how many people love Goofy? Goofy was one of the biggest people in my childhood for these cartoons, and there was only 4,444 of the first edition NFT of him. Pluto, 6,666. Donald Duck, there's more, like 9,000. Bro, 9,000 for Donald Duck. These are what I'm saying. It's still small right now, in my opinion, but the supply is very, very small in the grand scheme of things because of who these people are. Let me see that. So you can buy gems straight from your credit card. Yeah, you gotta have your credit card hooked up to Apple Pay or whatever people use for Android. I think that's Google Pay maybe. But yeah, so you just go to Apple Pay. Not transactions, gems. I read and understand. Hit buy now. Wait, it will show my credit. No. Okay, so it will just go to your Apple Pay. You just gotta go to the Get Gems. Red. If you want to get in the drop tomorrow, just do 40 of them and you're good. But so marketplace, you can find different brands, different comics, all that kind of stuff through here. But I'm gonna be real with VV right now for you guys, because I was on Top Shot before withdrawals were available. You cannot withdraw off of VV just yet. There is an option on the website to be able to withdraw, but it's blacked out right now because they're going through testing. They're making sure that everything's going right. And from experience with Top Shot, this is, like I always say, not financial advice. A lot of things are going to pump because people are looking at it like monopoly money. But as soon as they can get their money out, I do see a dip coming for some of these gems. So if you can make the come up, get the gems, and just be stacking on the side, maybe what I'm saying this, I'm telling you guys about this, I'm still holding over 40, a little under 50 collectibles because I still strongly believe in it. I'm not telling anyone to sell everything, but a lot of these prices are very good for come ups, but they can go up and down as soon as those withdrawals hit. That's just my experience from Top Shot, because I was one of those dudes that was kind of, I sold the top, but then I also kind of bought the top. So I want to make sure that none of you guys go through that, because when I got on Top Shot, what was a 4-figure come up easily could have been a high 5 or something like that, because if I weren't to have bought the top. Do you have any idea when they're talking about making that thing where we're able to withdraw? So, like I said, it's on the website. They just got to go through the testing. They have a test group, I think, from what they were saying. I haven't heard too much about it recently, but that is VV specifically. I'm going to go back to my laptop now. Real quick. Just got to make myself the host. And one of the main things I'm going to talk about, that was actually a very good question to ask for me to be able to segue into the next part. With these different projects, one of the best ways to learn about them or be updated on what the next challenge for Top Shot is or the next drop for VV is actually on Twitter. And just because we're talking about VV, I'm going to go there right now. VV runs, I want to say, either weekly or bi-weekly Twitter spaces, which are kind of like this, except there's no cameras, no nothing, where people can just get on, they can talk, they'll ask questions to VV and they'll answer. That is the main place where they're talking about withdrawals. And they don't try to hide anything. From what I've seen, they don't try to hide anything. They'll let you know exactly what part of the process they are on for withdrawals. They can't really give that well of a date necessarily from what I've seen, but as soon as they can, I bet they will. Also, Mickey Mouse drop coming tomorrow. That's a very good drop, and I'm going for it. I'm going for this as well. Wait, have you guys been able to see my screen since I've been on it? Guys got a notification that you guys can now. So if you can, this is their VV Twitter. It's VV_official. This is where it'll give you all the updates for new drops. But this right here, this drop is going to be one of them, in my opinion, because it's going to be the first edition of Green Goblin, Spider-Gwen, different versions of Spider-Man. And who doesn't love Spider-Man? Especially, these are like kiddish looking designs. So I'm a huge fan of it. I'm definitely going for this whole set, actually. Just want to let you guys know this is Sunday at 3 p.m. for Spider-Man. I think it's cheaper. Yeah, so it's going to be blind box format, so you can either get the common Spider-Man or the ultra rare Green Goblin. And based on its rarity, it'll be worth more. Or just based on who it is. If you get the first edition Spider-Man that's Peter Parker, you might get one. You might have that more valuable just because it's the main Spider-Man. I got something in the chat. Oh, yep. So Twitter is a very good, it's easy to get lost in Twitter, but personally, I try to, like, most of my people that I follow are in the NFT space, or like, I wouldn't say influencers, because the influencers, especially in NFTs, move very, very shady, and I'm not a fan of them, but just people that are trying to learn all this together. Anyone who's telling you guys that they know everything there is to know about NFTs, they're lying, because I feel I've been in it pretty long, and I'm still, like Aaron said, always a student. I'm always trying to learn, because that's the key with NFTs is as soon as you feel you figured it out, you are stopping your path or your journey to success. But with NBA Top Shot, it's very similar. They will drop any different packs that are going to be coming. They'll drop specific challenges. Like, they actually have a challenge this weekend for the 5 players who have most total rebounds. And you can read all the info you need to know about it. I just read this like earlier today. So you can either get a Kevin Love specific or limited edition Kevin Love moments, or a rare pack from last year, depending on if you do the easy or the hard challenge. Easy challenge will get you K-Love. The hard challenge will get you a rare pack, which those can definitely give you some good ones. Some very exclusive LeBrons, Lucas, KDs. Definitely some good come-ups with NBA Top Shot, VV, NFL All Day. That was the one you guys can get access to. That's in closed beta. And another one that just dropped. They actually just had their first pack drop the other day, and this will be the last one I'm gonna talk about because I don't want to hold you guys up too long. But it is UFC Strike, and this is actually really cool because I'm a huge fan of NBA. I love NBA. I don't know much about UFC, but seeing a 20-second moment of somebody getting knocked out, it's pretty cool. I like that. I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. And as you guys can see, this is my collection. These are the packs I've opened. And it's just quick little moments of UFC fighters. And this is not, they skipped the beta. Well, I think it's actually in beta, but it's in open beta. So anyone can get on UFC Strike and buy a pack whenever they're doing their next drop. So I know there's a lot of people that are UFC fans or even just fans of seeing stuff like this, seeing somebody get rocked and then drinking a shoe beer. That's stuff that people would like to see, I feel like. So I'm a huge fan of that. And one thing, the NBA Top Shot base packs are $9, like I said. And the one thing that's a little hard with these, the NFL and the UFC, is they're both 50, NFL and UFC. So personally, I see a good value in both of them because they're so new. Neither of them even have a marketplace yet. I actually just got a Twitter notification right before I started this call. I didn't go into like the whole thing, but they did talk about what they're giving a release date for the UFC marketplace. But as of now, we're so early, there's not even a marketplace. Every single one of these moments are going to be that fighter's first edition. So let's say you get like a Conor McGregor first edition. That 10 years from now could be worth a lot of money. Can you name a few popular NFT apps where other popular NFTs that aren't comics or sports drops? So I'm going to be definitely going, I'm going to go deep into those ones tomorrow because these ones that I'm talking about today are very, very beginner friendly. We didn't have to set up a wallet. We didn't have to set up a Coinbase account or anything or buy ETH, send it from one wallet to the next. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow, where it's all these different ones. Another one though that has drops and is very simple to onboard. If you're a fan of Dr. Seuss, that's one that I've actually been buying a lot. And people might look at me a little crazy when I say Dr. Seuss, but it is. This is one of my favorite ones just because it's made by the same people that do this, and that's actually on an app called Seussibles. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Seussibles, and you can buy different like Cat in the Hat, Fox and Socks, all the different Dr. Seuss collectibles. So Dr. Seuss, UFC, NBA, NFL, and then like VV with the comic drops. I mean, VV is not even all comic drops. If you guys look, I didn't really show you guys all the brands and everything that they have, but they have brands that will really fit, in my opinion, everybody, whether you're gifting it to a younger family member or something, or you're gifting to yourself or somebody that's older. There's something in VV specifically, I feel like that could be for anybody. But those are just the very easy onboarding ones where you can just load up a credit card, or not credit, well, you can put a credit card on it and be able to buy your moments, buy your NFTs. When we're talking tomorrow, that's when we're going to be going on OpenSea. Well, me and Aaron are going to talk a little bit about like specific projects, that kind of thing, because I don't want to just be on here only talking about all the ones that I got, that kind of thing. I'll be doing my best to give you guys the best value that I can. And I'll come with a lot of preparation tonight and into tomorrow to give you guys the best thing for not actual NFTs, but the more complicated ones. And it'll be me and Aaron's job to make it a lot less complicated for you guys. But with that being said, it's already 9:15. Can I get some sevens in the chat if you guys got some value from this call? I feel like I've gained so much. Oh, most definitely, bro. But please, if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Or I don't know if you guys can unmute your mics, but if you have any questions, either unmute your mic, drop them in the chat, or just keep dropping sevens if you guys got some value and you don't have any questions.
Man, oh my God. I think I'm gonna allow everybody. You can unmute your mics, man. Cause look. Stop! Ooh, yo, this was crazy. This was crazy.
Bro, like,
yeah, you guys.
Okay, bro, we gotta talk after this. I'm calling your phone directly.
Hey, bet. You already know I at Chairman Jer on IG. I'm gonna drop it again.
You guys are able to unmute your mics, family. Oh my God, this is the time to be organic. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If we get this call, if we max out this call tomorrow, I just bought me some gems. I have about 120 gems right now for the Mickey Mouse drop. I'll adjust the time to an hour before the Mickey Mouse drop, and we'll open packs together as a family live on Zoom. I would love to open packs together with everybody here and see who gets what. I'll give you the host to share your screen on your phone, and we'll see what pack you got. I think that would be dope, but we'll have to max out this call tomorrow. So what do you say, 13 hours from now? Jeremy, can we confirm the time? So is it 12 hours from now when that Mickey Mouse drop goes?
The Mickey Mouse drop is 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm going on the app real quick and get you guys the exacts. It drops in 13 hours, 42 minutes, and 35 seconds. So at 11 a.m. Eastern.
11 a.m. Eastern. So I got to get up. So what we'll do is we'll do just a call just to open packs, and then we'll do an education call at 4. I think that's gonna be fair. 4 we'll do.
To be fair with Vivi, it's not necessarily the same when it comes to packs like that. It will just be you press the buy now button, and it will tell you what you got on a green page, but it won't give you the NFT instantly. So we can be on the call, all getting lit and everything, opening packs together, but it's gonna be hard for everyone to be able to share their screen like that, like how I did. But we can all just be on the call getting lit together. I'm with it.
Hey, yeah, no, we'll just be like, yo, mine was green. Yo, this was me. Yo, this was this. Like, well, because it's the anticipation, but I think doing it together all at the same time, I think it'd be super cool to do that.
Man, if I see any of y'all get a goofy, I'm gonna be hyping you up because that's the rarest one. I hope Goofy's on everybody.
No, getting a Goofy would be crazy. And
but man, I appreciate you for having me on this call. I'm gonna definitely be back tomorrow. And I'm hyped to give all you guys this value tomorrow. I appreciate everyone, all 28 of us that stayed on.
No, for sure. Like that, yo, please drop some fire emojis for that man, Jeremy. Oh my God. Yo, please drop some fire emojis, man. This was an amazing call. I really hope you guys, gained a lot of value from this information. You guys definitely, for all this information, guys, we're definitely going to be having our Instagrams down in the bio down below. Definitely look this thing up for next time. Part 2 coming tomorrow. And guys,